Y'all know what time it is. It's that time, Yahuwah. See that name on the screen? It's his time. Put some fives in the chat if y'all can hear me real quick. I didn't know if I was going to go live today because I knew today was going to be a very, very intense day. Doing Malakuta Ananim. In Hebrew, that would be kingdom business. Like Raylene said. right? If you do that Malakuta Ananim Hebrew for kingdom business, that's it. Malakuta, kingdom, day of YAHUAH Ananim, business. It's so funny. Most people don't realize that YAHUAH is a foundational Abariy Hebrew word, but it goes across all languages. So if anybody asks you, do you know some Hebrew? You go, yeah. What do you know? Say YAHUAH. And then you'll go, that's how you pronounce these ancient Hebrew letters. They'd be like, really? They'd be tripped out. There's not been one person I show these Hebrew letters to. It's not like over the top intrigued. Not one person. I just want to tell y'all this is a very, very special cornerstone, like next level, otra nivel, they say in Spanish. It's another level, otra nivel. This is another level. Shout out to Buddy Thomas becoming one of our YouTube members. We're going to put something out very special for the YouTube members. Soon as, hey, I got about, I'm probably within 10 days from going nuts on marketing. And y'all know. How y'all doing, man? Because I've been in there. I've been in the trenches. I've been in the trenches. I got up early this morning. I knew how to get up early because I knew I had to get all the files organized with the team. Shout out to the team. Promote the truth. Shout out to the Promote the Truth team. Man, oh man. Shout out to the team, fam. Everybody jumped in, pulled in, because today we had to organize. Because y'all remember, y'all keep hearing us talk about phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. That means there's books in different phases, not in a particular order, because YAHUAH gave me the translation order. And it's kind of a trip because it kind of what he was doing was he's going to look, make sure you teach the people my order. Man. So today been a trip. I got up early this morning. Early. 1 second. Working with the team right now. Working with the team right now. Now, do y'all see the title of this? Hold on. Hey, Lena. I got to show Lena a message. One second, y'all. This is a whole bunch. I'm in here live right now. Hang tight, babe. I'm in here live right now with y'all, and it's happening. It's like it's going down for real right now. Like it's over at the Typesetter, and the Typesetter is sending messages that's coming direct to me on a couple of key things that I had to call Lena in here to work with the team. Hold on. Y'all hang tight. Put some fire emojis in the chat. Put some love in the chat. Make sure you go to tsinfo.org to support. Because I got to show Lena a message. Hold on. Hold on, I'm over talking. This is a mega project, mega. You witnessing eternal history, eternal future. Because most people don't say history, it's a history in the making. It ain't just history, it's eternal history. Yeah? For real? And even more on top of that?
Well, this will be the
right, I'm going to ask you. It's even more than what you just told me. Oh, you're saying that one is that amount you just told me. Hey, the typesetter's tripping out. Ain't he, Lena, tell the truth?
Yeah.
Huh? The typesetter's tripping out. He goes, I'm going to tell y'all what the message I just got. I'm going to read to y'all word for word the message, the format that we want where everybody can understand it. The Tanakh. How many pages is the British? Hold on. 400 and what? 18. Can you verify that? It's 418 pages?
Yeah. 418.
400 what?
18.
18 pages. So the British is 418 pages. All right, y'all see this? So the British, 418 pages. So the typesetter, well, I had to tell y'all, hold on, because the typesetter is working now. I'm gonna read to y'all word for word the message. That's why I had to stop. Because we really own this thing. He tripping. All right, there we go. Watch. He tripping. Y'all hang in there. We working out something mega. Y'all catching like action happening because we're literally in conversation live with the typesetter. Well, my granddad said, great day in the morning. Hang tight. I promise you I'm gonna give y'all some fire because YAHUAH gave me a message today about this. Gave me a message. Lena, I just clicked the button. It's like full scale, all out. All right, babe. I clicked the full scale. Go get it. Mm-hmm. See? All right. Bam, bam, bam. Look. All right. Thank you, sweetie. You know, hey, Lena trying to get out here when I give me some sugar. Give me a little sugar, a little bit. Right here. I come out the camera. Hold on. Let me make sure I pull the camera. Lena's like, I ain't got my stuff on. I'm over here. I'm about to go ahead and she's gonna watch a movie. Oh, get watch it just a little bit. Wait. Look like I love it. I got it. Look, get the YAHUAH in there. All right, the YAHUAH necklace on. All right. Lena's like, I got my t-shirt on. I know what coming in. All right. Brother Joe, get ready to be shot. I'm gonna read y'all the message. I don't know the exact because he got to format it all. But this is what he said. He said, and it's a he that does this one, you know. That way y'all can know, all right, I'm telling you exactly. Sometimes I tell you it's she does stuff. Sometimes I tell you he. He said, hold on. There's a bunch of messages going on here. Hold a minute. He goes, I want you to note that this will be over 1,000 pages. I am estimating 1,200 to 1,300 pages in total. Are you sure your printer wants to support this many pages in a single book? Y'all hear that? So he's estimating 1,200 to 1,300 pages. Just send me a message. And so for this size work, what we were working through with me and Lena is this a higher level cost. We've already delivered, we already negotiated it all the way down. But what happens is you got to give them the file for them to give you final pricing. But listen, I got to give them the file, but they got to sign non-disclosures. And they got to sign other agreements that guarantees the privacy of the work. That's very legalese. It's off the hook. It's off the hook. You got to know how to do business to handle what I'm handling right now, in my opinion, to protect kingdom business. I think Yahuwah raised me up to deal with this stuff for real. Melanie, you know about books. Mel. Melanie, what? To do it in the format where everybody gets it and understands it is clean. Y'all might be carrying around a brick. All right. Why y'all think that Codex Leningrad is so big? You know, it ain't gonna be that big. That's like overemphasizing, over the top emphasizing, matter of fact. But it's gonna be a pretty big book. Imagine the combined. It's gonna be solid. It's gonna be strong. All right. Y'all already know what time it is with Yahuwah. Yahuwah said we go big and we go home. And home, in this case, is where you don't want to go to the home. Yeah. Anyway, thank y'all for being patient with me because I didn't expect that last second message to come in dealing with the typesetter. But y'all see it. Like you know this is live. Horatio, it's a trip, right? Jason said, I'll be carrying around that big brick. Truth Scriptures Tanak, sign name Old Testament. Now, some people don't want us to put the words Old Testaments in brackets. They think, oh, you participated in paganism and you can't say that. I'm like, you don't understand speaking in tongues then. We got to speak in tongues, the languages. So you think it's a bunch of babble. Speaking in tongues is where people can understand it. Lena, hey, my wife just posted. Y'all see Lena, Marcella right there. She said, what you say, baby? That's a good quote. I got to find it. Man, the chat is blowing up. She said, it's better to have it big and true. Hold on. It's better to have it big and true than have a big lie. Like it's better to have it bigger and true than a smaller and a lie. Would y'all agree? Baby, type that out again, put it in the chat. It's better to have it big and true than small and a lie. Come on, Michaela, we got to make it clear. What do you say? Make it simple, make it plain, make it understandable. Now, I got to tell you, I felt inspired about an hour and 15 minutes ago to go live, and I didn't know what I was going to talk about. My brother Norman said, I'm so amazingly happy. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Stephen Gleason said, the word is bigger than life. My brother Stephen in the building. I feel you, brother Stephen. Yahuwah want me to send you a shout out. Come on, Beverly Stevens. You know what's going on. That's my sister, man. I'm going to meet my sister down at Sakut. She said, to the four corners, Malakuta business. We doing kingdom business, fam. Y'all in on it. You here now. You watching all this stuff in like all these recordings. Trust me. We having fun. We laughing, but all these recordings are they're eternally historical. The messengers are overseeing. You think we got some awesome overseers? We got the messengers with them that are overseeing what we're doing. You remember when Yahushua came into the world? Yahuwah came into the world as little baby Yahushua. And it says the whole messengers, the whole host of the Shemiah, it says the host of the Shemiah was watching. Let me tell y'all, it's happening again right now. Because he came into the world as a human, birthed to the world to become the living sacrifice. After that, all this death took place, all this slaughtering, all of this suppression took place. Now, he said, I'm going to renew. Y'all know what that means? When he said, I'm going to renew my name, he came as Yahushua. YAHUAH is salvation. Hazum 3:12 says, I will renew my name. This is the next birth. We're part of his rebirth. Now watch. Y'all don't understand. You've been reading the scriptures for years. But when YAHUAH sends a prophet, when he sends a emissary in the world, you get to understand like you never understood before. Unless you be born again. Tell me if that clicks with you, because it's all over my arms and chills right now. YAHUAH says, I'm going to become every part of a human like you. You don't understand. I'm going to become every part of a human. You're going to have to be reborn again. He said, but not of flesh and blood, but of spirit. Now, the word of YAHUAH through the Truth Scriptures is being born again. Yeah, YAHUAH himself. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with YAHUAH, and the Word was YAHUAH. And now that Word is being born again, right here. What y'all want me to do? Be quiet? You don't want me to shout it from the rooftops? That the Word, YAHUAH's Word, is being reborn again. Now, prophecy is getting fully fulfilled. Right now. He says, there ain't nothing you're going through that I ain't going through. My word has to be born again. Ain't nobody ever told you what I just said. Nobody ever told you. Unless these words come from the Shemiah, you know you have never heard these words. Unless these words come from the Most High, the set apart place, the special place behind the veil, where YAHUAH Mashiach sits as the Malaki Zadok, the high priest, gave me these words. The high priest gave me these words. The Most High priest gave me these words. Right now, the word of YAHUAH is being born again. Nobody has ever told you, hey, Baruch are you for the words you are hearing. Baruch, sign name blessed are you for the words you're hearing. Many. Nabayim, prophets, wanted to hear what you heard, and they didn't hear it. Many. Yeah. You think because of the rigmarole, the fast pace, the technology, the advanced information of this time, you're thinking that you're lesser than. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. You are so special. No, 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 no. You are so special because you're part of the rebirth of the word. Yahuwah is fulfilling prophecy that he spoke out of his own mouth. He said, unless you be born again, you will not enter the kingdom. Unless his word be born again, it will not go back up to the kingdom. Sister Estelle said, hold on, let's see what Sister Estelle said, because she feel it right the way it's supposed to be felt. She said, that statement so powerful, Emissary Jay, sitting right in the middle of my chest. You thought you just, hey, when you're supporting this mission, you got to understand, I don't know how you're going to take it. I don't know any other way to put it than it's Malakuta Ananim. It's kingdom business. Brother Luya, think about the honor you got on you. Some of y'all been so pressed, so distraught, so twisted in your life that Satan, Shaitan, has got you tricked into thinking that you're less than, that you're just like you're thinking that the emissaries then was so much higher than you are now. But the emissaries of them then, they would be like, man, if I can switch places with you, even though I know where I'm supposed to be. Well, boy, Baruch I would be if I can be part of the ushering in. I saw him come as a man. But he said, unless you be born again. Those who worship Yahuwah must worship him in spirit and truth. Yahuwah himself as the Mashiach on earth, when he was here as Yahusha said, hey, Baruch are the people that don't see. More Baruch, he said. There's more, quote, baraka. No. Barakut. More blessings are on the ones that don't see and they believe. He's looking right at Thomas. Put your hand in my side. You only believe because you see. Man, there's going to be people coming after you that's going to have more barakut on them. Because they're going to believe in your words. So therefore, I'm going to seal you where you get to judge. Yisrael, you 12. However, read the scriptures. There's something special off the charts about the ones who are the repairers of the breach. Oh, there's something. I got some stuff to teach y'all about prophecy. That's why you see my energy stay on point. That's why you see my passion not move. Go on and watch all the videos for however many years you want to watch them. Man, I've been on YouTube, what? 5+ years. Ain't an inch coming. Because you know what? I done seen it. You don't know where I've been. You don't know who I really am. I'm here to sort, separate, and to bring the Bashura to this world. I said, Yahuwah, what do we talk about? What do we talk about? Because, hey, I pushed the button. Hold on. Yeah, another message just came in. Wait a minute. I got to make sure it's cleared out so that they ain't got no excuses not to get this thing done on time. Da-da-da. All right. Now I got my estimate. This would normally take 3 weeks to get done. This would normally take 3 weeks to do the typesetting. He's estimated 1,000 to 2,000 pages. That's what y'all see me look at Lena. I said, go. We're going to pay multiple, much more money for it to be done in a week. 1 week. And then, y'all don't understand, you're dealing with a negotiator. YAHUAH taught me how to negotiate. I said, you get this price, we accept it. 3 weeks, unacceptable. What's your price for a week? Way out of the park. We will pay you that price if you do it in a week. We will pay you this price if you do it within 5 days. So we got an agreement within a week, but there's a bonus sitting on the table. Come on, Annette. My sister knows what's going on. There's a bonus sitting on the table. My sister Annette said what? She gave that super. She said, Hallelujah, YAHUAH. The scriptures, the true scriptures, the true scriptures. See, we couldn't just call them the scriptures. Whole bunch of people putting out scriptures now. No. It's got to be the true scriptures. Will save lives. This Bashira will snatch souls from the fire. Hey, y'all understand. Thank you, sis, for that note. Everybody go to tsinfo.org. And if you feel the call of YAHUAH in your heart, we're going to do the greatest push ever. Your brother, I'm within 7 to 10 days of going crazy. Jason Separate said, Hallelujah, YAHUAH, I'm crying because you know who you are. If y'all feel a great emotion come over you, you're now recognizing, I'm going to keep talking until you click and go, I get it. Because y'all got to understand, every one of them, let's go put yourself in the mind of Kappa Peter. You fishing. Your whole life is about you fishing. You out there hustling. You got a wife, kids at home. You're struggling. Hey, you getting it going to make a living. You know, if you don't work, you don't eat. That's Kappa. Ario, his brother, son named Andrew. They out there on that boat. They working, man. They working. Everybody was found working, doing something. Yahusha, who is YAHUAH, walks down by the sea. They out there on the boat. They in the same mindset. See, you try to put yourself in a different mindset as the people that are the great story people. Everybody is part of the great story. Let me tell you why they're part of the great story. They made them great decisions. Then they took that great action. And then they held on to that great faith. That's what they did. But it all starts with deciding a decision. Yahusha, who is YAHUAH, walks by and says, come follow me. They was working. They doing the same stuff we doing. They paying bills. They what? They're paying groceries. They paying for their living. Yahusha says, come follow me. It says they dropped their nets. It didn't make any sense. It made no sense logically for Kappa and Abariy, Peter and Andrew to drop their nets from a man they never met before, ever. You ain't 99.99999% of y'all ain't never shook my hand. I'm here as a messenger. Y'all ain't shook Abraham's hand. You ain't shook Yeshayahu, Isaiah's hand. Eliyahu, Elijah. You ain't meet them. But there was people along the way that they said, hey, you come follow me. See, everybody thinks that Yahushua did something much different. Go look at the prophets. They walk up to people, maybe, hey, you need to come follow me. Think about that level of faith. If it's so true, that level of faith will hit you in your soul, and you will make a move that's extraordinary. You're going to make a move just like no move ever. You're going to make a great, and everybody around you going to go, you sure? Like people come, I say, come down to Colombia, South America. Yeah, pay for a plane flight, pay for your accommodations. You don't know me. And there's a handful of people said, and we said, here's what you got to do it. We're going to get, they was in there, man, contributed and being so positive and they was hungry for the man of Yahuwah. They was hungry for Yahuwah, who is Yahuwah, Mashiach. All the real ones of Yahuwah. They understand the real ones and the order of the real ones. They get it. They understand it. So what you got to do is you got to make the greatest decision you ever made. Now, Truth Scriptures Tanak. Side name, that means corrupted name, pagan name. But it's the name of the tongues where people understand it. So we will speak in tongues. Old Testament, that's a tongue that people understand. Just went to the typesetters. Parentheses, it's on. I promise you it's on. See, y'all looking at the semantics of it, and you got to look deeper than the semantics. I gave you a ton of credit by saying semantics. That means you watching you got to get into the small things, the details. You got to go, if that thing just went to the typesetters, that man of Yahuwah, he now don't have to translate that. He don't have to review that right now. There's at least 1 week. He don't have to do no translating, no reviewing. That man just got freed up of that. What's he gonna do with that man? That man that has the mind of Yahuwah. What's gonna happen this next week? See, some people will kick their feet up. I don't chill. I already took my little mini break from finishing translation. I told y'all I'm back on the hammer until I see it go to the printers. Once that baby goes to the printers, so yeah, man. Hold on. If I got the hot message, I'm gonna have messages coming in from every angle you could imagine. I got messages, big messages. I got war messages. People want to fight me. It's all legal stuff and physical stuff. Hold on. All right. That's a victory. Hallelujah. I believe that's a victory. Yeah, that's a victory. I got stuff over here, man. Came at me 100,000 angles since I came on this project. And then I got YAHUAH surrounded me with ballers on this earth to deal with the earthly stuff. That's how Satan works to attack us all over the place here. All right. Put some soldiers around you. Y'all understand what's going on? Tell you what, I'm happy. Before I bring y'all a little bit more heat, before I bring you a little bit more heat, I'm going to tell you what's about to drop soon. It's about to drop very soon.
I'm rolling. Oh, yes, I'm rolling. Said I'm rolling. Oh, yeah, I'm rolling, yeah. I done been down, I done been low. Had dirt thrown on my name, but I didn't fold. They whispered lies, tried to climb my lane, but I found the truth. Now I changed the game. I ain't looking back, no guilt, no shame. Got peace in my pockets, forever in my lane. This joy that I ride can't be bought or sold. YAHUAH took the wheel, keeping me in full control. I'm rolling with YAHUAH, can't be stopped. Got that shine riding with the top drop. Highs and lows, I didn't lose my way. I'm rolling with YAHUAH each and every day. I'm rolling with YAHUAH, full of fire. Truth in my tank and my praise keeps running higher. Don't need applause or a crowd to sway. I'm rolling with YAHUAH, and that's where I'll stay. I used to chase the things that left me dry, trying to please the world, but it all passed by. Now I walk in the light, got that set apart glow. Ain't no mask on me, what you see is what you know. Every step now got meaning and might, no more guessing. I keep shining day or night. Got no time for religion, no, this a righteous vibe. I'm on a mission, and I'm rolling with YAHUAH. Keep my stride. I'm rolling with YAHUAH, can't be stopped. Got that shine.
That's why all this is going down. We're rolling with YAHUAH. That's why all this is happening. You got to figure out who you're going to roll with. You going to keep rolling with them lies? Denise said, that's my song. I've been singing that all day, man. All day I've been singing that song. As I've been through that push, it's been in my spirit. Yeah. Let me check out some of this stuff. I'm going to check out some of y'all's chats. I'm in the chat. All right. I want to read y'all one thing and then I'm out of here. Because right now we're tightening up. See, right now we're tightening up. We're almost done with the complete review of the second edition of the Abariy Dash. We're working. Queen said, that's your jam? Queen said, that's our jam right there. What you see is what you know. Draymond picked that up. What you see is what you know. Yeah, man. I'm in the Truth Scriptures Tanak. No, Abariy Dash. Soon I'm going to pick up say Tanak. It's in my spirit. We coming. We coming. Yahuhanan. YAHUAH said, it zinged me today. Out of nowhere, it zinged me. I'm going to YAHUAnan chapter 12. I didn't know how Yahuwah was going to roll this out. I'm going to finish with this. The Truth Scriptures Tanak, sign name Old Testament, just went to the Typesetters. I got a few days. See, but that's off of me. And the Brita Dash is already done. Right now it's just some details of wording. So that's not going to be a big deal for the next 2 days. This will be done but before Sunday's up. Before we really get to Shabbat, this is going to be done. And then this was going to the printers. This don't got to go to the typesetter. It's already typeset. This is already typeset. We already got the whole structure of it. So right now it's just a few little words, go straight to the printers. The second edition. So if I was you, I go to truthscriptures.store and order a case of the, because we got to type. We got to type. We got the shalls right. We got the wheels right. We got the keys right. There's key little words in here. We got all tight in here now. We told you it's going to take us about what? Somewhere between 4 to 5 editions. It's going to be completely ripping tight. Man, oh man. You better go to truthscriptures.store and get you a case. Now, I'm going to read from YAHUAnan chapter 12, verse, I'm going to start at 25. That's on page 177 if you got the Truth Scriptures of Brita Dash. You ready? Those who regard their worldly lives as most important will ultimately lose their lives. But those who are willing to lose their lives for the Mashiach. Now we done broke out that preface. We done broke the preface out of the Tanakh, which I think what it does more than anything, that whole preface, is blows out everything that would come against that Yahuwah is the only Mashiach. I think it blows it up. Shout out to Sister Lorraine. She said, I got me a case. And if you got a case, help somebody else. I should by encouraging them, get a case. We need as many people as possible get a case. We need you to be on Yahuwah's case. We got to get into the millions. But those who willingly lose their lives for the Mashiach will gain eternal life. 26. Whoever serves me, now this is Yahusha, who is Yahuwah while he's on the earth. He says this, whoever serves me must follow me. What does that mean? Do what he did. And we got to study how he rolled. That's why I say I'm rolling with Yahuwah, because I studied him. It's a different time. The semantics of life are different, but the realities are the same. We got indoor plumbing and stuff now. They didn't have indoor plumbing. You see what I'm saying? That's a semantic. But the realities are we all still got to go to the bathroom. So being that we can go to the bathroom and enjoy a nice hot shower, they didn't have no hot water. They had to boil it. What kind of bath they take? I done went down to the river. Yet we all need to take a bath. So we got to follow him, which means all his little details. 27. Now, this is deep, y'all. This leads up to the Truth Scriptures Tanak, Old Testament. Just went to the Typesetters, its own. He says, now, my soul is deeply troubled. But what shall I say? Shall I say, Father, save me from this time? No. For this reason I came. It is for this time. Now, y'all don't understand unless you listen carefully to understand. But it's highly, highly possible You ain't ready. So I need to get you ready. I'm going to tell you what this verse means. Listen. Those that have ears to hear, listen. I'm deeply troubled at, because he knows in just several days from here, they're going to rip his flesh as a human into shreds, and he's going to have to feel every single piece of pain. You know what it is to cut yourself really good. You know what it is to touch some fire and burn yourself. But to have pieces of metal and steel and leather ripping through you one after the next, and people punching you to where you're pummeled. Who wants to go through anything like that kind of pain? So he knows that pain's coming up because he knows all things. So this is why we got to make the greatest decision ever. If you're here with me right now, listening, it's exactly no accident. Now I'm going to go into full faith on you being here. Look in my eyes deep. You specifically were called to make the most critical decision of your life. Now, nothing more important than this decision. Nothing. Yahushua, who is YAHUAH? We got to go back to this time he said this. He said, my soul is deeply troubled. But what shall I say? Father, save me from this time? No. It is for this reason that I came. It is for this time. So he submitted to the torture he was about to go through. Why? Why? Why did he submit to that torture? Listen. Next verse tells you why. The next verse tells you why he completely submitted to the upcoming torture. He says, Father, esteem your name. That's it. You think we're going to let another name come up in here when YAHUAH, the Most High, the one who created the heavens, and the earth, and all that there is, comes as a human, decides to get this torture put on him, and then give esteem to another name? Are you out of your mind? Are you crazy? Are you delusioned? Are you foul? Are you a demon? What are you to think that the Most High will become a human like you and I? What would you be thinking? How could you be thinking anything different? He said, I'm going to go through all this torture so that your name be esteemed. What's the Father's name? YAHUAH. Then, hold a minute. You think this is some joke? You think this is something like haphazard? Then, right after he said that, when he's at the point of accepting torture, hardly anybody listening to my voice would accept this torture. If you had a way out, he said, Father, esteem your name. See, that's why the second edition is so off the hook, because that esteem is going to be capital E. Then a voice, capital V, came out of heaven saying, I have both esteemed my name. You'll mess around and miss that. I have both esteemed my name and will esteem my name again. We might to run the heck up out of here. How can you not be fired up? A voice then, the Most High, Yahuwah, here on earth as Yahusha, as a human, doing Kalnamatsa, being at the same place, at the same time as a human. And then sitting on high as the Most High at the same time. Came into agreement with himself when he said, I have both esteemed my one name, one being. Right there, he told you Yahusha is Yahuwah. That's what that part means in that verse. I have both. If you ask a gazillion scholars, they're not going to get the fact that Yahuwah is talking to himself as a human and on high. At the same time, they're not going to get it. You got to be born of the Spirit. Yahuwah has to be in you to understand that part. Who understands it? Put something in the chat. Who understands that Yahuwah is talking to himself, saying, I have both. I am Yahuwah the Father. I am Yahuwah the Son. We are one. Both. Both. He's claiming to be both right there. He's claiming to be in two places at one time right there. Come on, my wife. My wife done put some fire emojis in the chat. Nobody's broke this verse down to you like this. This is from the Shemiah, the heaven. The heaven. Wait a minute. I ain't done. Wait a minute. I'm not done. I'm going to close with something that's going to blow everybody out of this water. You want to know why? Right here. TSinfo.org is so crucial, so critical, so like it's the most important link in the world. I'm telling you, I promise you. It's that link. Brother Joe, Overseer Joseph, I feel it in my soul. Let me tell you why this link's so important. You ready, Jesse? You ready, Vicky? Watch. He ain't done. He just told you he's both. I have both esteemed my name, comma, y'all ready? And will. That means future. 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 I will. Future. Esteem my name again. Wait a minute. That's us. Oh, that is the lost tribes of Yisrael. That is the promise. That is the vow. Yaakov. Wait a minute. I will always have someone sit on my throne. And whoever I have set there will gather a group of people. And that group of people will finish in this prophecy. We're looking at prophecy of the Most High. That's not a prophet talking. That's Yahuwah, the Most High, saying, and will esteem my name again. He promised there would always be someone sitting on the throne of the weed. And whoever that is, that person would make sure to finish it, would gather a group of people like us to do what? Why is the Truth Scriptures the Word? His name is the Word. We shall esteem his name. We were prophesied. If you accept this teaching, you are the ones. All you got to do is choose it right now. That's all you got to do. It's a hard word to hear for those of this flesh. This was the word to hear that you've been waiting for. You just recognize confirmation. You just recognize your time with Yahuwah when you was formed in the cradle of his hands. You just recognized it. I was born. That's what you're going to say. You can't say nothing else other than I accept the fact that I was born for this time. To what? Esteem. Make sure his name is esteemed again. Why would he say again? It had been buried, and then it got even more buried. But he said, just go study Revelation, Daniel, study Hazum, and you'll understand who you're talking to. When you see me come on this screen, you'll start to go, Yahuhanan showed up through his servant and servants. I get to esteem his name again, person. I get to fulfill his own prophecy, not through a prophet. I get to be the one that walks around in Yahuhanan, chapter 12. I get to be the one. I'm the Yahuhanan, chapter 12, verse 28, finalization of that verse person. That's me. Stretch your hand out with me. Just stretch your hand out. Let's come together in agreement. Feel the power of Yahuwah. Feel it. You ready? I'll tell you when. Just get ready. Put your hand towards the screen. If you agree, don't do it if you don't agree. Just step back if you don't agree. Only those who agree, now watch. Feel the power of Yahuwah. Somebody just got healed or something crazy right now. Somebody just got the strength to go on their own, leave that bad relationship. Most of you got that power. Yahuwah just flows through your bones. All we did was touch, spiritually touch. Spirit is thicker than blood. Spirit is thicker than blood. We just touched and agreed in the spirit that you are the one that Yahuwah was prophesying about, and I will esteem my name again. I love y'all with all I got. All I can do is be faithful to my calling and be thankful to the people who are part of the journey. I pay no attention to the people who don't love Yahuwah like this. I'm in full agreement with those of us that are so excited that we are within days, not weeks now. No longer weeks, no longer months, no longer years. We are within days. Days of going to the printers. Once it goes to the printers, we're within about a month from it going to the world, getting into the hands first of the package supporters. That's why you will go to tsinfo.org. So you're a package supporter. Because it'll be about a month or two later before the soft covers come out individually. And you're going to hear all these people with the hard covers talking about it, screaming, jumping, shouting, going nuts. And you could be a part of that foundational earthquake on the earth. An earthquake on the earth. Now, if you want to grip everything I said and understand that Yahuwah is establishing himself again, he's esteeming himself and his name again. You go get this, what? You go get that preface. There's the QR code right there. You go get that. You download. There it is. Just take your phone. Get your cell phone. If you watch it, you can come back. Some of y'all panicking. Guess what? This is on replay. So you can just go all the way to the end. You scan that QR code. You download that 22-page preface. That 22-page preface, which is one of the longest and strongest prefaces that's ever been written for any scriptures. We systematically prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Yahuwah came to the earth and that he's the only Mashiach. He allowed himself to get treated as a human while at the same time remaining fully the Most High. It's a miracle. It is. That's the Bashura. That's the great news. They call it the good news. It's even better than good. It's great. Everybody download. Everybody download. Everybody go post that. Post that QR code. We put it in the Telegram. Go to pttgram.com. We already put it. You can download it in our Telegram and have the official copy of that link and then go post that on your social media and invite people. Just read that. They're going to get introduced systematically to the creator of all through that preface in a scientific and historical and factual way that's loaded with all the spirit of Yahuwah all over it, that they've never met him before. But one who is immersed in his name wrote that. And it's Baruch Abba Basha Yahuwah. That's what happened. Sign name, blessed is the one who comes in the name of Yahuwah. He sent me in his name. And so if I come as Baruch and I present it to you, what do you have an opportunity for? To get the Barakut, the sign name blessings. You're never going to have to guess again when you read that preface. And then now it sets you up. While everything's going through the process of typesetting, everything's going through the process of printing. Now you've got that preface. You got that. You wouldn't do all the research. And then you get solid on the thing. And now you get it in your hands in the correct order that puts you in the rhythm of Yahuwah. It's on. You'll never be the same. I love y'all with all I got. I appreciate y'all taking this time. Hopefully I've done a good enough job to explain to you the importance of this time. It's at the Typesetters. And it's because of the people here that have contributed, that have supported, that went to tsinfo.org and they said, man, I can't get caught not giving my best. Shout out to Brother Robert Arenson. I do got to give a special shout out to Brother Robert Arenson. He went over the top this past week with his first fruits. I'm just telling you. I'm not going to tell you what he did, but it's over the top. I'll tell you it's in the multiple thousands of dollars. That something moved him to say, I understand the time. He understands it. And he's down in Portugal. He's got, YAHUAH gave him his own land. He's building that land out. It's growing crops like you wouldn't believe. He's sowing. But we got to honor that brother because he came with such support that's really lifted everything we need to do to another level. But if we collectively put all of our hearts the same way and say, YAHUAH, we can't come short for you right now because we got to be the ones that are a part of fulfilling your prophecy that you will esteem your name again. If I'm the again person, I got to come and bring my greatest to you now to push it. And I got a team that's talented in promote the truth. They know how to use resources to expand it like crazy. I'm an eyewitness. I'm watching it grow. I see dollars working. I see there's tens of thousands of dollars that's spreading YAHUAH's name, tearing down the lies. It's you all making that difference. I love you with all I got. Hit that QR code. I'll catch you soon.